Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. You might wonder why I'm starting in the middle of a game all of a sudden like this. The reason for that is that I actually had a black screen running while I first started the video, so nothing got recorded from the previous part. Luckily, we didn't miss much. You just saw me get absolutely trounced. Well, you didn't see me. But what happened was I got absolutely trounced against Mage. The mage just basically had removal for all my creatures, then ground me out and got a bunch of cards in one. So it was a pretty depressing game. I swear on my honor, I am not avoiding showing that game to you out of shame or anything. It really is just I had the wrong window open in my open broadcaster software, and so my Hearthstone game was not being shown. So I figured having the commentary without the game would be pretty stupid because I don't actually like commentate as if I'm playing commentating for radio. I am assuming people can see the screen. I played out this early on because I've got the wolf, so this thing could have killed something with 3 health. If I didn't have the wolf, I would have played the pyromancer. Alright, he plays a recruit, and I think I'm gonna just drop the engineer here. Engineer is a good card to have down when you're against a paladin. It's a good way to kill a recruit, plus of course with the wolf it could actually steal away some card advantage. Ah, that's an annoying card. That is a very, very, very annoying card, because it'll take out, you know, everything. And the wolf doesn't actually help against it. Well, I could Pyromancer, Holy Smite, and kill it that way, but that'll lose my Novice Engineer. I'm not sure I really want to do that. I could just throw these 2 creatures at it. It doesn't get me behind a card because the Novice Engineer gave me a card, and I could play my own Scarlet Crusader. Lots of options here. Let's try this way. I don't know if that's the right way. It's the way I'm going to try. So I don't go up a card because I used Holy Smite to kill it. I don't go down a card because the Engineer replaced itself. He could Consecrate to go up a card here. But I'm hoping he doesn't Consecrate right now, in which case I can... Oh, that sucks. So he gets up a card here. Please don't play anything else. Shield Bearer. Ah, so I was going to heal this up and then kill the Rifleman, but that stops all those dreams. Dang. Alright, I could play the Loot Hoarder and the Wolf, but the Wolf doesn't help me kill that thing off anyway. I think what I'm going to do is Farseer. Get the biggest minion down that I can, heal up my guy so it doesn't die to the Rifleman. Now, of course, if the opponent can get some buffs action happening, I'll be in a lot of trouble. Stupid Rifleman. This is actually the second time in recent memory that it's really screwed me over. Once was when a Shaman had it to kill my Murloc Tidehunter with. And it looks like he is going to get the kill there. His Shield Bearer was pretty good. So he's going to go down a card for the Shield Bearer, but he goes up a card for the Rifleman and up another card for this True Silver Champion. So he actually is going to go up. Okay, no, never mind. He throws away a card for absolutely no reason. I am kind of boggled. What he should have done is just hidden behind the Shield Bearer and then calmly gone up a card with True Silver Champion. Instead, I throw down creatures that True Silver Champion is not profitable against. I'm going to go up a card when I kill this thing. Got some buffs here, as long as all my minions don't die. This is looking good. Alright, what's he going to do here? Is he going to have another buff? That Blessing of Might, just a 2-for-1, didn't really seem to make sense to me as a move. So I think we're definitely in the loser's bracket here against J. Rojo. Alright, he gets his really, really good epic out. I think that's okay, though. I think I'm alright with this. Hand of Protect. Oh, wow. Okay, he's really trying to save that Shield Bearer for some strange reason. Well, that's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this. Ping that off. And I don't really see a reason to play one of these things just to have it die to this recruit, so I'll hang on and pass the turn. So again, I'm threatening to kill out the Shield Bearer and then finally kill off the recruit. He will ping off the Divine Shield. Is he going to use the recruit to kill it? Nope, he doesn't have any other tricks. Just going to use the recruit. Is he going to let me kill that thing off finally? I think so. So he's going to get... That's a pretty good card there. That's this Razorpin Hunter is pretty good when you have Sword of Justice out. 3/4 and a 2/2 for 3 mana is pretty solid. And he is going to protect this Shield Bearer one more turn, hilariously. Alright. What I'm gonna do here, I think, is play a subpar Defender of Argus. Just to finally kill this damn thing off. And then I'll play the wolf as well. So the wolf now, you know, it'll die, but at least it'll make the Gnomish Inventor hit something a little bit harder before it poops out. Alright, so card-wise I'm doing okay. I could have played the panda, put this back into my hand, and then reused it, but I think that would have been a bit greedy. Okay, so the pig's dead. I can kill off either of these with my defender, as long as the defender lives. He's got a frost elemental to freeze it. I don't have my silence with me. Alrighty. I think I might just need to use my panda here. Well, panda or Shadow Word Death. Let's actually go ahead and Shadow Word Death to kill that off. Panda to kill that off. I'll play a Geomancer just because it's good against this board situation. So these guys trade. The panda kills the recruit. Or sorry, the Geomancer kills the recruit, and I've got a somewhat big guy. As long as his last two cards aren't anything special, we'll be in great shape. Ah, True Silver Champion. Ugh. So you can clear my board and leave a recruit out. The panda sucks now because the True Silver Champion kills it again. I really wish this worked. Yeti. He's getting a lot of 1/1s. I'm going to need to get a Holy Nova at some point just to be able to clear off all of his recruits. This actually sucks a lot. Just because of the recruits. But at least he's low on cards. I don't know what that last card is, but it must not be anything good. Zero Drake, pretty welcome sight. It will, of course, die to this True Silver Champion. But what I think I'm going to do here is get greedy. I'm going to go ahead and do this. He's going to use his last tick of the weapon to kill this panda. He's got 2 recruits out, but it'll be a while before these recruits kill me. And I need to just dig for that Holy Nova, because once I find it, I'm in great shape. Especially because I can play a Zero Drake and then Holy Nova. And it'll kill anything up to 3 health and also wipe away all of his recruits. And also leave me with 4 and also draw me a card. So I just need to get a Holy Nova and I'm fine. And I think I've got, what, 2 of them in here? Can't remember. 1 or 2. Got 2 chances to draw it. 13 cards there. That's not it. But that is a really good card nonetheless. Let's actually see if I can get a Holy Nova first. I can. Okay, so I actually have to choose, though, because I can play this ghoul, and that will wipe out his recruits also. And, in fact, let's actually do this. This is a card I'm not a big fan of. I don't think it's very good, but there are times when it's very irritating to deal with. It's just like, crap, all my stuff's dead, and there's nothing I can do. So the right way to do this is you throw your 3 recruits at it because they're dead anyway, and my opponent totally misses that. He throws away the grunt for absolutely no reason. That grunt should be alive. It just should be alive. Can I get a Shadow Word Pain here? That would be nice. That would be very nice. If I could get that. I think I have 1 Shadow Form. Right, well, I guess, let's see. I can do Holy Nova. That will heal this up, and then I can attack and this thing actually lives. I think that's actually better than Shadow Forming. Yeah, so we'll play the Geomancer. Holy Nova for 4 damage across the board. That. Now we're in good shape. So I've got the board advantage. He clearly doesn't have Jack. I can Shadow Form, start killing off his recruits or burning his face, whichever is more important. And we're good. I survived Consecration. Card-wise, I've drawn a lot more than he has. Alright, well, Cabal Shadow Priest would be pretty slick here. That would definitely steal the game. That would actually make it twice in 1 arena run that I steal like Urabashi 1 in 10 odds. Doesn't happen. Alright, well, we have a couple of different tricks for this guy. I think I will ping him to make him get enraged. Use the other Shadow Word Death. Kill the recruit. Heal up that thing. And you know what? It's time, I think, for the Shadow Form. Remember, Shadow Form flips your hero ability, so you get to use it twice in 1 turn. And let's ping him in the face as though we were a hunter. Still surviving Consecration here, although that was my last time healing this Drake. My hero ability has been very good here, healing this Drake a lot of times. You finally find something, but it's just a Spellbreaker, which doesn't actually matter. Couldn't care less about that. Alrighty.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
So we'll do that. Phase 4. I don't see any reason to go crazy here. Let's just ping him. Keeping this in case he top decks Consecration. He's dead in 5 turns to Mind Spike. Alright, 2 wins. 2 wins will happen. Another Fen Creeper. God, Jesus. Shadow Word Pain is still in here. Good answer to Fen Creeper. And no. Alright, well, we'll do this. And that. In the face. And okay, he's clearly not getting any consecrations. Let's just throw out. And threaten lethal now. Even with consecration, the gargoyle would survive, planking him for a critical 1 damage. That would shorten the number of turns by 1 that I need to mind spike him before he dies. He has to clear everything up, heal up, and actually mount enough pressure that he can actually take down 30 damage before I mind spike him to death. That seems very improbable. Okay, he should have killed the fairy dragon because it's untargetable. That's the more important creature to kill. Definitely a bit of a weak opponent. And let's just do that. He's got to somehow heal and board clear now, which is pretty much impossible. So that should be a game. I guess he could play Lay on Hands to go up to 9 health, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, Sunwalker is a really good card. It's fortunate for me he didn't have this earlier, because I just don't do very well against Sunwalkers as a priest without mind control. Luckily for me, Shadow Word Pain arrives and doesn't matter. We're gonna mind spike. Alright, so 2 wins, you know, is not total embarrassment. Still hoping for 3 wins, though, to make my daily quest. As you can see there, I'm 3 wins away. I mean, I guess I could just play in ranked to finish up these daily quests, but it's nice to get them done in the arena. The deck, I don't know, I think it's a good deck. The thing is, I know a lot of people have been saying I've been drafting too much cheap stuff, but we were all there for that like whole month when I couldn't make it above 6 wins, when I was drafting like how I used to, so I needed a change. Maybe I made the wrong change, or maybe I implemented the change wrong, I'm not sure. Wahoo the Mage, so I got trounced by a mage unintentionally off camera. Oh god, we're gonna have to mulligan this stuff. I do want to keep the Holy Smite around against mages. They don't kill mana worms, but they do kill Sorcerer's Apprentices. And with all my 2-drops, I cannot get a single one, of course. This is the story of my life. Please? Nope. Well, this way at least I can coin a 3-drop on turn 2, so I'm not doing nothing with my time. She has no mana worms. She does find the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I could coin it to this guy just to have them trade, but no, it's Holy Smite. So I'm saving Shadow Word Pain. I mean, I am hoping that I can get a good kill, like on Ascension with this. That's really, really good. A 2-mana spell to kill a 4-mana creature. Or a Fen Creeper, which that Paladin had in abundance. The disadvantage of throwing away that Holy Smite, though, is if she plays something now that has 3 health, I could have previously Ironforge Rifleman and then coin shot it to death. I lose the potential to do that now. Alright, do I dare go to Shadow Form here? Seems a little bit greedy. Let's just keep it simple. Let's save that Shadow Form. We'll use this guy to threaten the kill on the ooze and see what she wants to do. Got Silence if I need it. Got Shadow Word Pain if I need it. Arcane Missile's 50-50 chance. Succeeds, because it always does, of course. Now this ooze is very annoying. It will kill the Spellbreaker and the Cleric. And she has a ton of stuff, and I don't have Holy Nova, so I do kind of wish I had Shadow Form last turn. Now, the Priestess gives the ooze the buff, which is annoying because that stops it from dying to Holy Nova. I would have much rather have the Croc get the buff. Shoot. This is actually kind of awkward. I'm gonna go ahead and silence off this Priestess. And, I've got 2 Geomancers in this deck. Hopefully I can find one, and then I can Holy Nova to board clear and win. I've got Pain and Death, so as long as she doesn't play, like, frickin' Spectral Knight and stuff, I should be fine. So she throws that away, so it doesn't die to Holy Nova. That's pretty clever. And she's got, it looks like, nothing else, so she's just holding on to some kind of big hand. Okay, well, let's kill off that ooze. Play the Hoarder of Loot, pass the turn. See if she's going to ping this. I mean, she had nothing last turn for 5 mana, so I'm betting she's not going to want to ping this, because she probably has something for 6 mana. Nope, she's going to ping it. Alright, gives me more time to find the Geomancers for that Holy Nova. She plays a Yeti. Why does everyone just have this endless quantity of 4-power things when I'm a priest? Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card, see if I can get those Geomancers up and running. And I can. Okay, so I will think here. This Play the Loot Hoarder, and I'm gonna use my coin now. We gotta make
We
something
must
happen here.
cleanse the Sunwell.
So the Loot Hoarder won't die to her ping ability, and it's threatening to kill the Croc. If the Yeti hits it, then the Yeti dies to Holy Nova. My fear is she can hit me for 6. I'm down to 13. Back up to 15 for Holy Nova, and I'm a priest. I can stick around a little bit longer, but the Shadow Form is probably not going to be usable. It's getting a little bit tight here, the situation, but as long as she doesn't play 4 power things, if I can use this Death, I'll be fine. Okay, so no Flame Strike here. I get another card. Farseer's good. Just healing myself. Are you goddamn kidding me? So I can't kill that at all. I can deal 3 damage to it with Holy Nova, but it's not really enough because it'll still be at 4 health, 3 health. Crap. Alright, let's draw a card, see what I can get. Defender of Argus cannot be played. I'll play the Farseer to heal up, and I'm going to throw this Engineer at the Archmage. I generally don't like attacking into minions if I'm not going to kill them, but I was going to lose that Novice Engineer anyway, so I might as well have taken a little tick off the Archmage. This is getting a little bit dicey. If I can hang on, I think I'll be fine, but it's going to be tricky. Yes. Okay, so this is at 4 health, which is annoying because Holy Nova, even with spell damage, won't kill it. Frostbolt, this is not going on my face, but she's got a lot of power here. Alright, we're going to have to, I think, play the Geomancer and Holy Nova next turn. Even though the Archmage survives, at least the Bear will die, and I'll be doing okay card-wise, even though I won't be holding up on the board. Geomancer, Holy Nova, and now we just sit and wait. Will this Geomancer be able to kill off the Archmage? If not, I might have to go into Shadow form, even though that's risky, being up against a mage, losing my healing ability. She's used a Frostbolt already. She's used an Arcane Missile. She does not have Flame Strike. She's actually going to make the trade for me, which is fine by me. Raptor is also fine by me. Okay, this is looking good. Sunwalker! Oh my god, the Sunwalkers are endless today. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, the Unstable Ghoul is pretty good. So what I'm going to do here is think. Do I want the Wolf to have Taunt? I don't. So I'm just going to play the Defender on that thing. And the Wolf really makes no difference, so I think I'll go into Shadow form. No, I can't do that. I'm going to heal up, and then next turn go into Shadow form. I'm probably going to have enough mana to heal and Shadow form and use Shadow form again, so there's no reason to rush into Shadow form, since I'll have the 3 mana next turn with all this mana and nothing to play, so I'll just wait and get an extra heal in here that could be really relevant against this opponent. Alright, it's all about what cards she has left. That's the really important thing. Alright, she's cautiously trading off all the time. She's going to go up a card here, which is annoying, for sure. Play the Tiger, which is very annoying. At least when it reveals itself, I can use Shadow Word Death against it. Alrighty. Fairy Dragon is terrible. Let's heal up. Gotta go into Shadow form. Ping this. Drop the Wolf and pass the turn. She has 3 cards, which is a little bit scary. I can kill off the Sunwalker, which is going to hit me for 9. I'm down to 13. I'm pretty screwed at that point.
What does the future
That guy is going to hit me for 4 damage a turn, and he's going to ride it all the way home here. Yep. I'm going to hit for 9. Oh my god, I get to steal that thing. Okay, that was very fortunate. So we'll steal this off. And let's see, I could ping the Sunwalker, and I'm going to do this. The reason is, even though I take an extra damage doing that, it lets me play the Fairy Dragon down, and I've got to get as many creatures on the board as I can. So the Tiger can now kill this Farseer that I just stole, but I can then at least ping the Tiger to death, and I've got 7 power on the board. She's actually going to trade for the creature, which I'm fine with. So we're a pretty equal board here. This is not a big deal at all. That is not a big deal because I can finally use Shadow Word Death. She pings a creature, which I'm okay with. Alright, this is looking good. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna use the fairy dragon to kill that thing because the fairy dragon cannot be targeted, and I'm gonna actually start putting on some damage. That's 4 damage a turn. Okay, she doesn't have Flame Strike, or she would have used the turn when she traded the tiger in for the Cabal Priest. I think the opponent might have misplayed. I think she should have used the tiger to kill off this thing. But now I'm up cards. I've got the Shadow Form, Mind Spike. I have enough health that she's not going to be able to burn me out when she's low on cards as she is. Gnomish Inventor is a very good card for her because it'll, you know, kill or pop the shield of any of my creatures. And I cannot kill it with Mind Spike. She will ping off Scarlet Crusader. And she seems to have a bad hand with no sort of removal here. So let's use the Crusader to kill off the Inventor because the Crusader was going to die to her hero ability anyway. Get another 4 damage on, which is, you know, substantial. Got Shadow Word Death. As long as she doesn't play any more freaking Sunwalkers, I'm fine. Molten Giant. Okay, that's okay. That's no problem at all. And Fen Creeper. Okay, that is a problem because I only can deal 5 damage to it. I need Shadow Word Pain, although I've already used Shadow Word Pain. Well, got nothing better to do, so I might as well throw out this Azure Drake. Geomancer. Okay, not that helpful. Alright, this is a little bit of a setback. I'm gonna Mind Spike this and just throw these 2 things at it. This thing is a difficult thing to kill, so I'll let her do what she wants to do. She top decks a Frostbolt to kill my thing, of course. And she has an Ogre. Oh, shoot, she has an Ogre. I've already used both Shadow Word Deaths. It's going to be a long time before I Mind Spike her to death. That Ogre is going to win her the game. Maybe I should have pinged the Ogre. I don't know. It's a tough call. Use both Shadow Word Deaths? Yeah, I got nothing for that Ogre. I have no mind control in this deck. So, quite unceremoniously, after fighting so hard, I am going to end up losing. Unless she decides not to go for the face for some reason. She really should be hitting me in the face. No, she decides to kill a creature. Okay. I've got 2 turns before this Ogre kills me. Do I have any answers? Well, that buys me a turn, I guess. Hit her for 1. Alright, so I'm hanging in there. My problem now is fatigue, but so is hers to some degree. And this Ogre has to kill the Stoneskin Gargoyle, and then my Sunfury Protector plus Mind Spike will kill the Ogre. This thing is annoying, but it at least only hits me for 3 damage a turn, so it's not the end of the world. And that thing could be good. Alright, so we'll kill off the Ogre. Maybe the Creeper. Alright, I will start Fatigue 2 turns earlier than hers, than she will. And right now that will make the difference for me losing. She's got 6 cards, which is a lot. She has another Vengeful Mercenary. Are you goddamn kidding me? So I finally make the adjustment to beat fast decks, and then everybody starts playing super slow decks. That's just fucking hilarious. Alright, well, I can't do anything now. She has lethal damage on the board. I just have to hope that she gets bamboozled, because what she has right now is exactly lethal damage. 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 1 is 11. She's low on health. She might not notice it. This person has made some mistakes. She might miss the fact that she has lethal and kill my panda if I just calmly pass the turn here. Nope, she sees it. God damn it. Top decked a Vengeful Mercenary, and that ends my run. So, yeah. Pretty shitty. Alright, well, I think I'm officially going to go back to drafting how I used to. There seemed to have been some craze with tempo decks that has passed, and people are playing with, you know, expensive, dumb crap now. That played like 2 Vengeful Mercenaries, a Tiger, an Ogre, and a Sunwalker. She had a pretty high curve, which is exactly the kind of deck I used to play, and then I kept losing with it because I would just lose by the time I could play my minions. Because everyone was playing so fast, but that's all over with, I guess. So now that people are playing normally again, or at least that's what I seem to be running up against, let me open up my stats sheet and go into the next run with the resolve of, you know, playing like I used to. So Priest record ruined. The only class I have left that has a pretty good record is Paladin. The lowest I've had with Paladin is 5, but that's the last one. So, gotta say, while this new series had a pretty good start, The continuation has been rather shitty. Also, my stats sheet is not working. So anyway, it's going to be Hunter or Rogue. I've played both those classes 5 times. Looking at the stats, Hunter is actually a little worse than Rogue. Oh my god. But okay, let me do this. Let me show what daily quest I have. I have a Hunter one and no Rogue quest. Okay, we're going to do Hunter. Even though I did Hunter pretty recently, I'm going to try to break my 4 streak of Hunter and win a daily quest for once in my goddamn life. Alright, here we go. Can the stats sheet work? Oh, fucking stats sheet. Okay. So anyway, we have a pretty good opening pick. Snake Trap, I believe I've actually picked Snake Trap over Gladiator's Longbow before. But I'm going to grab the Gladiator's Longbow here because that's a good finisher. And that's important to have. We'll take the Argent Squire. Undertaker can be really explosively good, but I think it's important to have something a little bit more consistent. Alright, we'll take an Abusive Sergeant there. Much to the pleasure of at least one of my viewers. Here I'll grab the Tiger. And think. The Houndmaster, not my favorite card, but these are pretty junky. The Dread Corsair is free if I can get the Longbow out, but that's looking a little bit far in advance, so we'll take the Houndmaster. I didn't get Unleash the Hounds in my last run. Do I want it or the Yeti? I'll take the Hounds. It is a kind of mass removal, and I find myself often missing it. Wow, I get another opportunity for the same pick. That's extremely rare. You don't even need to get a single epic. You might not have a single epic in a whole run, so having 2 in one run and the same 2 cards is pretty unlikely. The Big Game Hunter could be good, but it's not as consistently good as either of these cards in my opinion, so I'll take the Snake Trap for some more targets for the Houndmaster. Did I just get that? A third? Wow, that is... I don't even know what the odds of that is. This is remarkably unlikely to have the same exact 3 epic cards twice in a row. I don't even know what the math on that is. That is ridiculous. Well, do I take the Big Game Hunter? I just don't think that's... I think it's a little bit too dicey, but I don't want to play with 2 Snake Traps because that is... Snake Trap, sometimes you can't really trigger it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a second Gladiator's Longbow for some more finishing potential. Timberwolf is cute and all, but we're going to grab Arcane Shot for the straightforward removal and finishing potential. These are junky cards, so we'll take the better 5-drop. Alright, I need to take an Owl, I think. The Buzzard is just, I mean, it's just trash nowadays. So we'll take the Owl here for some silence to get past the silences. Timberwolf or Hyena, both are sort of role-playing cards. Let's try the Hyena with my Hounds and my Snakes. I don't want a second Houndmaster. I don't want to take a mediocre 3-drop. Now, this would be good with the Hounds and with Snake Traps. I have to consider it here, but I'd rather just take a more reliable 2-drop. Okay, Kill Command is great. I didn't have one in my last Hunter's draft. Really missed it. Panda number 2. Another Arcane Shots. Well, here I'm picking up a Hyena because the other cards are trash. And now I have a tough choice. This is one of the best 6-drops in the game, of course, but this is removal. I'm just going to take removal. That's what I've been losing to, is just hoping the opponent doesn't have removal, and then he has removal. So let's just have removal, shall we? Deadly Shot or Explosive Trap? Well, it's a tough call. Right now I am a little bit lacking for ways of killing big things, but Explosive Trap is a bit more reliable. I'm going to take it for mass removal and for, of course, the extra burn to the face. A second Silence or a second Trap? Let's take the second Trap. Let's go for burn potential with this one. Okay, now we got to check the Undertaker. Nope. Nope, 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 nopedy, nope. So nothing for this. I can't take it. Snipe's garbage. We're taking a second Houndmaster, though. I'm not that jazzed about it. Here we'll take the Raging Organ, I guess. Rather than a third Panda, we'll take the Wolf for some more buffing and a Beast. Web Spinner is, of course, a fan favorite card, but I don't think I can pass on a Deadly Shot a second time. I gotta have one of those. Grizzly. Alright, a second Rhino? Sure. I think it's better than another Panda. And here, we'll take the Questing Adventurer, I suppose. So I pass on a Hunter's Mark in there somewhere, which is unfortunate. But I think this deck looks good. It's got a lot of burn. 2 Arcane Shots, 2 Traps, 2 Charging Rhinos. All deal damage right off the bat. We have enough Beasts to justify the 2 Houndmasters. We've got an Owl to get past taunts. Steady Shot, of course, is good. And Kill Command and Gladiator's Longbow for some extra burn potential. This could be a really good run. Dare I say. Let's see how it actually kicks off. Got about 25 minutes, no, 15 minutes left in this video. Jesus, Gravy, and Jones. Up against the Mage. Odin the Mage. Well, it's very sharp combat here between Hunter and Mage. Neither can heal, but they're both trying to burn out, so it's a matter of who can do a better job. Hunter has a slightly better hero ability for that, but I think Mages probably have the edge. I don't know, it's hard to say. My hope with this rather slow hand is that her start includes at least 1/2 toughness minion. I will play the explosive trap just as a removal for that minion. Then we'll play the bear and hope the bear can hold up against what she's got. Either she has to play a turn frostbolting it, or she just actually loses the minion to it.
Greetings,
So that is the hope. 2 3s would be the bane of me. Mirror Image is actually great. That is fantastic to see, because these don't attack, so they can't trigger the trap. I'm going to go ahead and hover over my hero ability to be like, should I play this or not? But really, I'll just want to play the explosive trap. Basically, I think if I windmill slammed and played the explosive trap, the opponent would be pretty sure that it was an explosive trap. But since I hesitated, it might make her think it's something else. Because explosive trap's the best trap here. It'll kill off the mirror image, and maybe whatever else she's going to play right now. Alright, so she pings the face. She has a slow start, which is fine by me. I got both longbows. One of these could have been a snake trap, which would have been better here, truth be told. She didn't do anything, so that suggests that she's got a frostbolt for this bear. And I will play this guy just as a 4/3 for 4, which isn't great, but it's what I'm going to do, because I think sticking around too long is pointless. Alright, she's got a 4-drop coming out. What is it? It's a water elemental. Oh, God. Well, the bad news is it's a water elemental. The good news is I actually get to put Houndmaster on this bear. So now the water elemental will hit the bear and be left with 1 hit point, so it will die to this explosive trap. She will, I bet, use a fireball or polymorph on that bear if she has it. Let's see if she has it.
I wonder.
Let's see if she has it. Come on. She's thinking a lot. Maybe she doesn't actually have it. Quite remarkable for Mage to have neither fireball nor polymorph after such a slow start. So I really think she probably has it. Her slow start kind of worked against me here, because if she had a faster start, she would have played a minion on turn 2, and then attacked into this trap and triggered it. But instead, the mirror images aren't actually going to get killed by the explosive trap. She's going to throw away the charging Murloc and the elemental to kill off my bear, which is totally reasonable. And now I could kill this mirror image, or I could silence the mirror image and kill the elemental. I'm actually going to just do that. Silence that up, kill the elemental, play the Worgen, pass the turn. So I cannot regrettably play the longbow next turn, much as I would love to. This explosive trap has done me 0 good. She can ping away my owl, but then she's only got 3 mana. This will probably trade with most 3-drops, other than, of course, you know, Scarlet Crusader and things like that. She has 6 cards. I have dealt no damage to her, none at all. So these bows are a bit silly. I mean, this is like 20 damage right here, but that's easily stopped by oozes, by taunts, and by if I can't deal 10 more damage with my other cards, I cannot afford to hit her in the face with those things. Yep. Which one of these were a snake trap? That is a fact. 3 times in one draft I had a choice between snake trap and longbow. And she has just enough to play a creature that kills my Worgen and knock my owl. Alright, that was a good top deck. I get this Tiger. I am actually just going to freaking face for 5 damage, because we need to start getting some damage on. We're a turn away from Flame Strike. She's probably going to trade this Mind Control tech for the Worgen anyway. If she wants to kill off this Abusive Sergeant to get a card up, that's fine. This is 8 damage here, which I will happily take. So now that she's at 17, it's a totally different story, because it's 15 with the trap, plus down to 5 with this. A few more steady shots, and a Gladiator's Longbow, and I'm good to go. Alright, change of plans here, obviously, now that that's happened. Oh geez, wow, that was a pretty good move for her. Holy crap. Alright, we're going to do a little mind game here. I'm going to play the Gladiator's Longbow and pass the turn, then say oops, as if I forgot to attack with it, goading her into attacking me with her minions. Now, she knows it is not, what's his face? She knows it's not snipe, and she knows it's not freezing trap or snake trap, so she knows it's either misdirection or explosive trap. That panda, though, gives me another option. With the panda, I could attack with the tiger, and then panda the tiger and replay it. I think it's actually better. It's a little bit more board presence this way. Let's see if she's clever enough. The right move is to use this mirror image and ping to kill the panda, because this mirror image is dead to the explosive trap. So she should really use the mirror image and the ping to kill the panda. Waste my trap with the Defender of Argus. And then what I'm hoping to do is just kill her with these bows, honestly, because this tiger will hit her down to 20, and then so the bows will do the rest of the work, as long as she doesn't play any more taunts. I've used my one silence here. I still actually have another Houndmaster, which would be extra damage. The trick to this game is just going to be getting this damage out. Because actually she'll be down to 20... Jeez, okay. Boy, this is risky. Very risky indeed. I cannot afford to hit her in the face. I got a Gladiator's Longbow with the Stormwind Champion. Can't let her just hit me for 9 damage, I don't think. This is an interesting possibility, but not yet. Take that off while we're immune. And yeah, I need to get 5 damage on her. I think with this deck, I gotta go for the throat. So, I've got 15 damage here. She's down to 3 health. I need to do Steady Shot twice, which is a bit of a tall order. This is amazing to see because I don't mind her getting cards, but I don't want her risk killing my thing. Does she have, in these 7 cards, a way to kill this tiger? The answer is probably, but never know. Probably does not mean certainly, and sometimes people just don't have it. If this tiger can actually hit her in the face, I should probably win the game. She has a Dark Iron Dwarf, is that what that is? Dark Iron Dwarf would only let this go down to 1 health, though. She needs an Abusive Sergeant to make this a 4-2, and then ping. No, she doesn't have it. Okay. Alright, so the question is, can I afford to race? She's got 6-8 damage here. I've got 10. I think we gotta go for it. So I hit her. Hit her again. Steady Shot. Play the Classic Adventure. So she can hit me for 8, but then I'm at 7 or 15. That's a little bit too far to be burned out unless she has Fireball. No, even with Fireball, Frostbolt, she can't kill me because she doesn't have enough mana. I'm threatening lethal with Longbow plus Steady Shot, though she doesn't obviously know that. And of course, my minions all threaten lethal. Now, worst case scenario is she Cones of Cold, freeze the team, hit me in the face, and then with 5 mana she plays a big 5-drop, like a Sludge Belcher. Then I'm just totally screwed, and I lose the game. So, yeah, Cone of Cold plus Sludge Belcher, and she wins. Because Steady Shot takes her 3 turns to kill, and she will kill me before that happens. Unless, of course, I get, like, a kill command. Yeah, a kill command would then let me win, because I could hit her in the face for 5 with these beasts out, and then Steady Shot for the kill. With what she has on the board, she cannot kill my team. She can 3-2 into this, 3-3 into that, but then she still needs to deal 3 more damage to this thing apart from the Defender of Argus, which she didn't have last turn, so I don't know why she'd have it this turn. Unless, of course, she had a good top deck. Now, you might say I'm getting lucky because this mage didn't have Fireball or Polymorph or Flame Strike, but I mean, she's been playing lots of minions, and the fact that I've had to kill all the minions is only occurring because her hand wasn't filled with, you know, all sorts of removal. Okay, she is going to get a whole bunch of taunt out. That panda does a good thing for her. Okay, I also get a panda. Interesting. Well, let's do this. We'll longbow that. Kill that. And then think. Do I want to panda this tiger? Or do I just want a steady shot? If I steady shot, it's going to take me 2 turns to kill her. I think I need a steady shot here. The reason is, I'm going to need 2 turns to kill her. But she has to answer this weapon with a taunt or an ooze. Now, to get taunt last turn, she panda the Defender of Argus and replayed it. So she probably doesn't have any taunt minions. So I doubt she can actually deal 21 damage before I steady shot her twice. And while taking care of my weapon threat.
What to do?
It's a little bit of a harder first game than I would have liked, considering how much I enjoyed this deck. But I think that Hunter versus Mage is a tough matchup. And sure, she got unlucky not having Fireballs, Polymorphs, or Flame Strikes. But then again, she did have enough to hang on for quite a while. And with those Pandas and the Defender of Argus, she had plenty of stuff. So I don't think that was a terribly lucky game for me. It was just a pretty fair fight. I was the underdog. And she was lucky in that regard. Then she didn't get the cards she needed, and I was lucky in that regard, and that's that. So up against a Priest. So Priests are also tough, of course, because they can affect the board and cancel your hero ability sort of all in one package, which is annoying, for sure. But still, the thing with Priests is that a lot of times, depending on what minions you play, they can't kill them very well. And you can just win the old-fashioned way. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's a mistake to coin a Panda to be able to play Explosive Trap the following turn, because the Panda's going to die anyway. The Explosive Trap's not going to get triggered, so you might as well just leave it be. Okay, so here I've got a couple of options. I could play the Explosive Trap just to kill the Panda off. Or I could play the Panda coin and then Arcane Shot to kill the Panda off. The drawback to losing my coin is that I have to wait longer for this longbow. So you know what, I think I'd rather preserve the coin here than get the creature out. Especially because he probably has a Holy Smite or a Shadow Word Pain, and in that case I just lost my coin. Let's be preserving of the coin so I can get this longbow out as soon as possible. Okay, well that all just goes to hell, because now he can trigger the trap and then heal, which is awful. So he goes up a card for that. Oh, terrible. Just terrible. Loot Hoarder I'm not happy about seeing because it'll kill off my Panda and go up a card. So what I'm going to do is Arcane Shot that. Instead of playing the Panda, we're just going to use the early Owl to steal a card from him, and the Owl trades with Loot Hoarder just as well as this Panda does. So I'm hanging on in there for now. Hanging on in there. 5 cards to my 4 plus the coin. This Owl's probably going to die one way or another. And all I have next turn is this Houndmaster. Swamp Ooze. Boy, that's nice to see, because obviously losing the longbow is very painful. Alright, well, now I think the move is clear. The Houndmaster would have been terrible to play because it just dies to the Ooze, so my preciously saved up coin is useful here. It will let me play the Tiger, and then I can Houndmaster next turn and make it a 7/7 taunt. Of course you say, well, Boris, it dies to Shadow Word Death, but the thing is, in its current form, it dies to Shadow Word Death anyway. And this way I can kill his really big drop. Oh my gosh, hold the presses. So now we have a different story. We've got Unleash the Hounds here. Yeah, I think I need to play Unleash the Hounds. That's rather good, because what I get to do now is kill off the Murloc Tidehunter, kill off his Knight, hit him in the face, and I'm going to get greedy here. We're going to Panda back that Tiger to heal it up, use the Panda to trade with the Ooze, replay the Tiger, and then Houndmaster or Gladiator's Longbow next turn, and he's basically out of cards. So that Hounds ended up being really, really important. Blade Master, so he gets a Yeti sort of thing, but the thing about the Blade Master is that even if he gets to maximum health of 7, the Tiger plus the Houndmaster kill it anyway, so barring any more Power Word Shield shenanigans, we should be totally fine. Deadly Shot is interesting, but not interesting enough. I think it makes much more sense to do this. So what I can do next turn is Houndmaster, and then I still have 3 mana left over to Deadly Shot. So if he plays anything huge, I Houndmaster this, kill that, Deadly Shot the huge thing, and we're good. Alright, so that puts a kink in the works. Let's think about this. If I Longbow and kill the Abomination, this drops to 4/5, this drops to 5/3, then they trade. If I use the Tiger to kill that, then the Tiger dies. That's definitely not the right move. Well, then I can Longbow to kill that, but that's not great. If I Houndmaster to make this a 7/7, I can kill this. It'll drop to 7/3, down to 7/1. And then it's vulnerable to a few things. But then I can Deadly Shot to kill that guy off. Then I don't have Deadly Shot to take care of anything else, but then I do have a 7/1. Alright, why don't we do that move? That seems like a decent move. Alright, so I've got a 4 and a 7-1. Holy Nova obviously is very good here. He'd then have 3 cards to my 3, soon to be 4. I could just play the Tiger and the Worg, and I think I'm in good shape, even if he has Holy Nova. He doesn't have Holy Nova. Alright, this currently is going to die to my Houndmaster, which is fine. Demolisher, also fine. He doesn't have it. Alrighty, cool. So what I'm going to do here is drop my Longbow. Kill that thing. Kill that thing. In the face, 7-1. Almost dead creature is better than a definitely dead creature. He needs to get rid of this weapon, and he still needs to kill this tiger, but he would have killed it last turn if he had it, so I bet he doesn't have a way to kill it. Is he actually going to heal me to draw a card? No, he's not that desperate. Okay. Does he have a way of dealing 1 damage? He does not. Poor guy. Alright. I cannot play both of these, although that would have been great, because I'm lacking a mana. But what I can do is think. 7 plus 5 is 10. 12. 14, 16 damage. He's down to 4 health. Down to 4 health. I don't think I need to do that. I don't think I need to be risky. I think I can just kill that thing off. Play this. Snake trap, steady shot, and bang, face. So I still get a ton of damage. He's going to almost certainly run this Northshire Cleric into my Tiger, giving me 3 snakes. If he had Holy Nova, he would have already played it. I can play the Tiger, it'll have charge next turn. Unless, of course, he got like a Cabal Shadow Priest or something, but he doesn't. He's got a Shadow Word Pain and drawing a card. Okay, that's pretty good for him. Kill that Tiger off, triggering my snakes, though. And heal up a little bit. I can't actually kill this thing at the moment, barring a good top deck, which that is not, but that's fine. Just hit him in the face. He doesn't really have much firepower. And that Tiger is an extremely scary card for him now, because he can't obviously interact with it in any direct way. He has to have a taunt to get through, or to stop me from getting through. He can kill, so I'm not killing him with steady shots, but I've got plenty of time to find my kill command and arcane shots and other stuff. He's gonna Thought Steal. Well, he can get a lot of good stuff out of that. Let's see if any of it makes a difference. The bear certainly does. And a secret. So that is a explosive trap. So I've already used my snake trap, and I only have the 1 snake trap here. So that is an explosive trap, which means my snakes are all dead. So I might as well use my snakes to kill off this bear. The problem is that I don't kill him. I only have 5, 7 damage. And he could actually catch back up here. Alright, kill command. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Very important here to use the snakes to kill the bear, though, because if you use the tiger to kill the bear, that'd be very embarrassing. And then your snakes would all die. So I read the trap correctly. And yeah, that was a good move on his part. He did the best he could, but my deck's good. It's a good deck. Alright, that'll do it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And I'll see you again soon.